Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday Night Live stream. We hope y'all had a great week. CW, how was your week, brother?
We had a great week here. I tell you, could have been much better. Weather up and down all over the place. We had almost single digits quite a few days. And yesterday and last night and today, it was almost 60 degrees here. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we had 60-mile-an-hour winds to go with it. And y'all just missed Andy. He had to leave. But he's out there on Long Island, and he was getting blown around too. It was crazy. I thought the house moved. If it wasn't for all that lead I got, I think I might be in the neighbor's yard.
Might roll.
I don't have to worry. I ain't going nowhere. I got so much lead. I might sink. I won't go anywhere. I won't get moved anywhere. But I might get depressed in the ground a little.
Yeah.
Emma, how was your week?
Pretty good. Nothing. Just working on getting some stuff installed in the reloading room, and other than that, nothing much. Walter?
Well, over here at Viejo Land, I won't tell you how good the weather's been, but it's been dang good. But that said, I just got a notice from the county emergency services office said we got a major storm coming in next week, batting down the hatches, which means we might get an inch of rain. That's just different here. Soils can't handle rain, and anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I got to the range twice this week because it's going to be cruddy next week with the holiday, and the range where I shoot is a lease by our gun club in the National Forest, and we have a big Indian band locally, and they get up in there on the solstices and do whatever it is they do. Anyway, the range is shut down on Sunday because it's the solstice day, and that was going to be the last clear day for the rest of the week. So I went twice this week. I try to go once a week. It's 100-mile plus round trip, so
That's
once
crazy.
a week is
Wow.
once a week's about enough for me to get out there and take 4 guns. If I take any more than that, then I can't write love letters because my wrists are too stiff. So I did get out there twice this week. I got some casting done and had really a pretty good week. I enjoyed myself all week. Got loading and casting and shooting done. Well, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. So anyway, yeah, all's good here. And let's go over this way to Mr. Hester, the rebel his own self, and see what he's been up to.
Well, the weather kind of halfway sucked last week. We had a couple of rainy, cold, just sort of nasty days. We saw a few flakes of snow, but nothing serious. I'm not that far north. So, anyway, business has been good. I did do some, man cleaned out his gun room and had a bunch of bullets he wanted to sell. And I looked, and there were unopened boxes of Burgers and Sierras, and most of them were 30 caliber, 7mm. And I said, sure, he's a good customer. He said, well, I'll tell you what, if you buy these, I'll throw in these. And I saw this big box of cast bullets, and I was like, okay. So we carried this all in, and I paid the man. And anytime you buy bullets, you're going to have to wait on your money because they get bought a box at a time, not 2 boxes or 5 boxes. Not everybody's got our sickness here on this panel. And the cast bullets were CDP 300 grain 44 mag, and they're spec'd out at 430. And I dug my fingernail into them. Someone said, you need to gas check those. I said, it's not a gas check bullet. Like that. And they kept, you're going to get leading. I went, let me show you something. And for those of you who haven't been to my shop, I'm on kind of the upper level, and I'm probably 6 feet off the concrete. I reached over and dropped that bullet. And I said, pick it up. I picked it up and said, it's not even scratched. I said, that's right. They're hard cast. I said, they'll be fine. They'll be just fine. 300 grain. I need to holler at Tread. That'd make a heck of a 4.44 rifle cartridge.
Sure. Sure.
It would. Make a heck of a handgun load, too. Ow.
Make a good Henry round.
Mm-hmm. It would. It would. And I got some spear flat points and this and that. So, split them up with my partner. And I said, you load for 444 or 44? He went, yeah. I went, here's 3 boxes. And he said, if the lead bullets don't work out, what do you do with them? I said, melt them.
Turn them into something else.
That's right. Turn them into something else.
And they come
That's
built in with flux.
So I told him, I was looking for kind of a little pan to make a muffin pan to make ingots out of. I said, I need to go to the Dollar General or something like that. And he's been finding me muffin pans that are shaped like teddy bears and hearts and all kind of stuff. And I was like, Trent, that's all fine and good, but that won't stack worth a damn. He went, true. I said, I need at least 2 flat sides. All right. So, but that's all I got. Anyway, 6, what you got?
Oh man, we've had a good week here. We went cowboy shooting at a big match last weekend down South Texas. And we did okay. Penny shot for the first time. We did all right. She made it through all 10 stages, so that was a good thing. She won a box of bullets from Bear Creek for 38. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Me.
we got 500 bullets to load up for them. And then I won an Athlon range crap in
You're gonna
raffle.
love that. You're gonna love that.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of people putting tickets in there, boy. It's like I got lucky and got it though. So we came home. We stayed till Monday and came home Monday, so we wouldn't have to deal with that weekend hunters coming home from out of town and stuff. Worked full day Tuesday, half a day Wednesday and had a Christmas party, full day Thursday, half a day today. So it's been a pretty good week. So. How about you, Kyle?
Oh, been busy this evening. Had a busy day at work. Big wigs showed up. And when I say big wigs, like the president of the company showed up.
That's big.
So we had to mind our P's and Q's and not just have normal Friday fun. Been working on the truck this evening. Finally got done. Just barely squeaked in before we went live. But other than that, everything's good here. It's been really cold. I think we hit, what was it, Jamie, 14 degrees? And it's supposed to be in the 70s next week. What the heck?
We had one day it was 10 here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold. What about you, Jamie?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh man, I'm off of work till January the 2nd. I'm gonna be so dang sorry they're gonna have to retrain my butt when I get back.
Well, I got you beat. I don't have to go back to the 5th.
Yeah.
All y'all
Who gives their employees 2 weeks minus 1 day off of work?
Not this boy.
That's
I got to be back in the morning.
I'm like, that's Scrooge right there, man. That's just Scrooge.
Oh,
I ain't
come
never
on.
been off this early before Christmas. It's like, what am I going to do for the next 4 or 5 days?
I told my boss today, I said, he's like, yeah, now we need to get another 100 of those top hats built. I'm like, hey man, it's the day before Christmas break. You're gonna have to chill. You're gonna have to calm down because I'm about done.
Yeah.
And we got back out there and got to counting them. We was like, we had 598. So we did 2 more and got to 600. So We got 600. Hey, Miss Penny.
Got your quoter.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a bunch of them, man. That's a
Yeah,
bunch
it
of
is.
them. But they'll suck them down. For those of y'all who don't know, Alabama and Oklahoma is playing in the college football playoff right now. But y'all stick with us because we're going to be a lot more fun than that football game. So, one of the things I want to talk about tonight was some pistols that were released this year, and I'm going to try to pre-screen these and show you pictures of them and tell you what they are, but I don't want the prices being shown because we're not selling anything. We don't sell nothing. So here's the thing, man, and I've said this multiple times, and when it comes to us showing off our firearms, we're showing them off. In other words, we want our friends to go, ooh, that's really nice. I need me one of those or one like it. You know,
Give me some of that.
we're not trying to promote covetousness. That's a sin. And we're certainly not trying to sell them because they're ours and we're not parting with them. So there's that. So the little YouTube auditor guy can.
Nothing is for sale here.
No, we're showing off stuff that we
Nothing.
own and that we are proud of, not that we are trying to sell. And that's the way it is. All right, the first one. Let me see if I can get this up.
That's the way
these-
the cookie crumbles.
These are hopefully guns that were released this year. And y'all can tell me what y'all think about it.
I'll tell you if I've seen one in the wild.
That is the Ruger RMX.
Yep, had one of
The
those.
Ruger Magpul RMX.
That will soon be sued by California.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you know it causes cancer in California.
Well, certain people can put certain things on there and make it do certain things, and you know it's all Ruger's fault, right? Just like it was Glock's fault.
Well, cars kill people. So does liquor. You know, they're all bad things.
That's right. That's right. Well, that don't mean you need to sue Ford for it or whatever.
Well, I don't understand. If they didn't make it, nobody would get hurt by it. So I don't.
Nope.
I mean,
Yeah, the internet kills a lot of people too.
spoons made them fat.
Mhm.
Do we have any thoughts on this? I have a thought, but it's just a thought. I've not.
Well,
They're having some problems with that.
There's Mike
only-
McClune.
the only thing I have to say about it is it's a cheaper Glock 19, and they're doing the same thing Palmetto State Armory's doing, and you know, whatever.
Well,
Yep.
that's my thought that it's another Glock Gen 3 clone.
That's all it is. That's it. With a corrected, I should say, with a corrected grip angle. Okay. So they changed the grip angle on that pistol. It does point better. It does feel better. You know, you have to kind of learn how to shoot a Glock. And, but in the striker fire plastic pistol world, which we're all involved with, it's just another option that I look at. You know, it's whatever. It's nothing special. It didn't blow my skirt up, in other words.
All right. Crash says, yeah, that's a good one, Walks. Forks and spoons are responsible for me being fat.
Mhm.
I resemble that remark. Crash adds another comment. Hell, if my dagger can survive 26,000 rounds and counting, then this should shoot just fine.
Yeah.
Edward Petty, not for me. I understand, brother. I got one I think might be though later on. All right, so let's y'all want to find another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, now
That's one
let's try to stay in the low end of the budget range to start with.
So no staccatos.
Sorry, Bama. No sniper pistols.
I don't have staccato money anyway.
Nah. I don't have used staccato money.
I like that, Dave. California needs to sue itself.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
All right, this is the Shield M&P X, M&P Shield X
Another Glock.
from one of my favorites,
Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson.
No, not another Glock. Yeah, it's a striker fire pistol, but it feels different.
I've got a lot of Smith and Wessons, M&Ps. I love them.
They do a good job about putting like 4 or 5 back straps in there.
Yep.
They really want it to custom fit your hand. I haven't necessarily shot that little bitty feller, but I've shot some of the full size 2.0s and they shoot awesome.
Well, my everyday carry is a first gen Shield M40. From what I understand, what makes it the X is, well, I guess this kind of points it out. You've got
So MOS and
you got the co-witness height sights. It's optic cut, and it does have the rail on the front for a light. And it also holds 13 rounds. So y'all going to think I'm crazy for saying this, and y'all are welcome to
Our opinion.
it's coming, Fudd. Be cool. This is a thing though. The Ruger, not the Ruger, the Taurus, Millennium, the predecessor to the G2Cs and the G3Cs.
yeah,
Those guns came out, and they're very, as far as the mechanism, they're very Glock, but they're, yeah. Anyway, those were the first guns that size that held 13 rounds. And I bought one of those Millennium things, and I liked it. It shot pretty well. And then I got my hands on that Shield in 40, and I really, really liked it. But yeah, that's the thing, man. I like that a little better than the Ruger. I think it's a little different than Glock, but probably not by much.
Jamie, do you know what you may have one of these on here? You know what the best selling pistol in the United States is right now, don't you?
No.
I won't show it, but it's a SIG 365. That's not an opinion. That just goes by sales. And I do believe it's because Glock pulled their line and it started up with the V series.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you was done.
Oh, no. I'm just giving my opinion. I think it's because Glock pulled their whole line and then started back over again.
Yeah, garage guy, my buddy, says Shield X is no better than the Shield Plus. That's the same thing, man. except for the optic cut and that kind of stuff. I don't even know if the Shield X, the Shield Plus has those things, but I think they're the same gun except for those type things.
Well, I shoot Glock, but I don't understand the V series for about 30 days. Then the 6 series came out.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like the
Why don't
V's like a stopgap or something. I don't know.
It was all free advertising.
Ozzy, that gun right there is hard to beat, son. I'm telling you, that CZ75 is. I really like them.
I heard one statement that they pulled it off. They did the V series for one reason, to sell the stock they already had.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all a bunch of crap anyway.
It is.
Kyle is going off the new Coke, old Coke theory, Coke classic theory, which is a good theory. You know, it really is.
No, I'm sorry, it's not. If you've had the best selling thing on the market since 1885, why do you screw it up?
Who, Glock?
Of course not, silly.
I've never seen John Wayne carry no Glock.
I'm talking about Coke.
Yeah.
That was a big faux from right down there in Atlanta, Georgia.
You know who that Robert Nadeau is, don't you?
Who did that nut job?
Uncle Bob.
That's Uncle
go to
Bob.
work for that pull that with Coca-Cola. When they fired him, he went somewhere else. I can't remember where it was he went.
I don't know.
Shield Plus has an optic cut, garage guy says.
I don't.
Paul Allen, CZ should drop Colt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Walks. Duke passed before Glock.
Yeah. He did.
I still don't see
I
him.
was being
carrying-
funny, Walks. I was being funny.
I still don't see him carrying one though.
All right. All right, I think this one's going to be next. All right, this one comes with everything you see. Hold on a minute. Dang, I'm goofy tonight, y'all. Excuse me.
Oh, don't be hard on yourself. You're goofy every night.
Okay, I'm goofier than usual then. This is the Heckler and Koch CC9, conceal carry 9 maybe. And that's a 3.32 inch barrel, 10 round semi-auto pistol with the Holosun 407.
Looks kind of cool, but hard to conceal carry.
Well, every HK is hard to conceal carry. Even the
I don't know about y'all,
BP9.
but I don't want to rely on them red dot thing.
I like point and click.
I love my red dots, but not on a carry gun.
Exactly.
Not a carry gun.
All I heard my brother, Ricky Baird. What's going on, man?
He's up there freezing. We could have stayed down here where it's nice and warm.
Hey, it was 57 degrees here today. Warmer than you are.
Yep.
Thomas. Mark Thomas is out there.
Matter of fact, let's explore the weather charts. See, yep, we're at 40 degrees.
I'm showing 41.
I got 52.
It's 35 here.
We're going to be tracking down to about 34 degrees right before sunrise.
We're going to be hitting the 80s next week.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I saw that.
This is what we call pneumonia weather.
Yeah, I just looked outside. It's snowing here too.
Pneumonia.
Crash says we need to get with the time. Red dots are way tougher than y'all remember in the early days.
They still
Yeah,
got
well.
batteries.
It's got a battery.
Have at it. That one's got a solar panel on top of it.
That's good as long as you're shooting in broad daylight.
That's right.
All right, now, those first two were within $100 of each other. This one's another step up from there.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a little bit more than $100 away from an M&P.
It is. Let's see what else we can find. I got one gun that I keep a red dot on, Crash, but it ain't my carry gun. All right.
It's an old flintlock, isn't it, Jamie?
That's
sure
weird.
it is.
Damn, Ricky. That's bad.
It's going to be 30 here tonight.
No, we got to do this other one first. I got them a little bit out of order. All right. We're going to hear some oohs and ahs right here. I know.
You're going to hear some
Ooh.
more like ooh.
I
How
don't
are
think
you?
so. That's a sexy beast right there.
Yeah, it is.
Those of you that hadn't shot one of those, and this is the Shadow 2 carry. It's a little bit smaller than the Shadow 2, but I've not shot the carry, but I've shot the other ones.
CZ75.
It's basically a tricked out 75.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Beretta there for a minute.
That's the CZ Shadow 2 carry. And you can see that it's optic cut. And you can take what you think that last one cost and double it, and you'll be in the ballpark of this one.
And you're almost close.
You're almost close.
And you're nowhere near a staccato.
Will it shoot a 45 Colt?
No.
Oh, then it ain't a real gun. Get it out.
That's right.
Right.
That's exactly right.
And that's my point exactly, Walter. All of these are 9mm. Except for the one you're looking at right now, they're all inferior.
Capacity.
Well, I tell people all the time, I like my 45. If I could put 3 shots into you faster than you can pull off one shot and control it and it shoots flat, guess what? You got a 27mm hole.
Truth.
Here's a question from Garage Guy. Let me see if I can explain this. I would really like to have a P01 Omega. But this is a bigger gun. It's a more full service duty size. At least the ones, the not the carry, but the ones I shot, and it's an experience. It's something you just gotta. And I've shot the Omegas, and I love them, but this is another level up on in every aspect. In every aspect, trigger, reflex, response, follow up shots. It's just
Well, and notice it's not striker fired.
yeah, that's a big thing, ain't it?
Yep. Very big thing. Jamie,
Look at there.
I love the way you describe shooting stuff. It's an experience.
Well, it is, man.
It is. I know.
Some guns you go shooting, I'm like, well, I got to test these loads. Okay, let's get it over with, you know?
Yeah,
And then
right.
some are like, ooh, can I do that some more? You know?
I wish I'd have loaded more.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, we're overdue to call out the side chat. So, Walter, you got any ideas? I've got one.
You go for it, Jamie.
How about 25?
25.
Do you get why?
Well, there ain't much of it left.
Well, all these guns supposedly came out in 2025.
Right.
All right, and we're off the page. Heck yeah.
That's good.
All right. Walter had to buy an optic cut slide to use a dot on his Gen 3 Glock. That's a crying shame, man.
Now, what's the theory there? I mean, what's the reasoning? I know how the process works, but what does a slide cut have to do with anything?
Nothing. I could have had my slide. I could have taken it off, had it sent to somebody who would cut it. But the Gen 3 Glocks was the latest Glocks that we could have in California. So the MOS style with the slides pre-cut were never available on our roster here. So if you want a dot on your Glock, you either got to send your slide in and have it cut, or you got to buy a dot cut slide extra, which is what I ended up doing because it ended up being cheaper than me sending it out because there's no one here that can do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, let me call everybody out. Mike the Rebel Hester was first in there. He's on the panel and in the side chat. So is Kyle Lusk. So is CW2A. Walter Viejo is out there. My buddy 6-shooter Texan's on the panel as well. And so is Bama Dad. Bama Dad wanted to make sure he got it right.
I don't know why they're duplicated.
Dale Pogue is out there. Edward Petty. My buddy Garage Guy 879. Crash Rack and Shoot. Last of 3. Ozzy Osbourne, Walks Fletcher, Paul Loud, Mark Thomas, Bobby Barlow, Fudd with a Gun, Tim S., Walks Fletcher, Ricky Baird. Hey, Dale Pogue. And the old one guy, what's going on, brother? And there's Miss Kitty in there. So we're caught up for the moment. We got one more, and then we're going to go try to act like regular human beings. So I really like the Shadow 2 carry. I really, really do.
Crash, Rack, and Shoot made a good point.
This is unbelievable.
My phone's not wanting to make comments tonight for some strange reason. You got to click the little arrow button like 3 times, but it's working. It must have had the same day at work that I did.
What do you think, guys?
Oh, better not be 9mm.
This is the Springfield 1911 TRP AOS 45 ACP
There you go.
5-inch 8-round semi-automatic pistol, optics ready.
Is it cold in here or is it just me?
I have a pistol in my pocket.
No, I'm just happy to see you.
That's the one I never take enough ammo to the range with.
Right. This is a upgrade from their Springfield's regular 1911. You can see it's optic cut. It's got the rail for the light and an awful good looking gun. But you can take the price of what you think that last one cost, and yeah, it's a little bit more than that one. So what we did was we showed them in price. There's Papa's place, and there's the Crazy Scotsman. Yeehaw! Scotsman, if you just got here, buddy, you missed the previous one. Should we go back and show it for the Scotsman one more time?
One more again.
I would kind of like to shoot that gun right there.
Yes, sir.
That one looks like one that I would like.
And the problem with 45 auto is if you take as much ammo as you want to shoot to the range, you have to get 3 golf carts to carry it.
Yeah, because you'll be there all day long. All right, let me go back and get this this one just for the Scotsman.
Drum roll, please.
We're talking about guns that were 5 pistols that were released in 2025. And this one is my favorite so far. So, although the Springfield it's sexy too.
It is sexy. But I have a feeling it's not the price they want sexy. But of course, I haven't put one in my hand yet, so.
Right. What do you think about that one, Scotsman? There ain't nothing wrong with that, Uncle Bob, especially as long as it don't go off while it's sitting on the table.
Yeah.
You left one out, Jamie.
This is not an all extensive.
Why is that sending 2 of everything?
I think you're only seeing that because I'm not seeing it.
I think it's going to
Rumble.
Are you typing down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sending it to the chat on Rumble as well as on YouTube. I have the pop-out chat from the YouTube. That's what I'm making comments with.
I'm just using my phone.
Let me see if I can find that one, Mark. That's a C, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of fond of that.
P210, is that what it was?
211.
211.
Ain't nothing shown yet make this noise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, Bama Dad. I see you're seeing the chat on StreamYard. The chat stream on YouTube is only showing one, but it's showing you lit up blue on one and then lit up black on the other. So it's posting it to Rumble as well.
All right.
There we go.
Just want to make sure I wasn't flooding the live stream.
Now, on this one, I've got no idea the price and don't want to know.
It's really not that. It's not that bad.
But it looks like a staccato to me. Very close.
That looks pretty expensive to me.
Well, they're not cheap.
It's not staccato price range, but
No. But it ain't well,
It's not
it's not a Glock or it's not a cheap gun.
it's 2 weeks worth of pay instead of 1 week worth of pay.
Right.
You know.
That's a good looking one, too. But did it come out in 2025?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure did.
It's a gorgeous gun.
And there's that PO1 thing again.
PO1.
CZ.
Yeah, the CZ75 PO1. I'm going to have to find it, too. But it did not come out. And
No. It's been out.
yeah, it's been out.
I handled a Pieta Colt Navy 36 repro today.
Nice gun.
Black powder. Oh, I felt like Wild Bill. I was twist drawing that bastard.
I like the.
I have one. They're fun.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I got to get with the program here on the cap and ball. I've been kind of had them on the
God,
back burner.
And they point good.
Yep.
And no wonder Wild Bill's so deadly.
All right, this gun is a lot smaller than it looks. That was my initial impression. But what a great shooting thing, man! I'm telling you. I mean, it ain't Shadow 2 nice, but it ain't a whole lot far behind it.
I'll tell you what, a buddy of mine had one of those and put 28,000 rounds through it before changing a recoil spring. And he didn't have to change it. He didn't have to change it. He just did out of due diligence. But that's a workhorse right there.
And you can tell it's a metal gun, it's a metal frame, and it's hammer fired.
There's something aesthetically pleasing to me about a hammer. I immediately
Yes,
know
there is.
if there's the gun's ready to go or not, you know.
That might have to be my next one. I'm telling you guys, those are
They're not that bad expensive.
No, they're not.
Boy, I wish somebody'd do an MOS cut for a Blackhawk. Then you could show one of those. Although that'd be an abomination to me.
All right, now this right here is even more interesting. Let's answer Vanessa's kitty first question. Guns.com is as good as any. What you need to do is shop around on all of them. But what I would do is give my local dealer a chance to get me the gun before I ordered it and then have it transferred through my dealer.
Thank you, Jamie.
No, I legitimately feel that way. That guy's going to be there when all of these guys are all gone. We hope he is. We're hoping that the internet don't run that guy out of business.
I was about to say, if you keep giving him the business, he'll still be there.
Right. Garage Guy says he's got 2,000 rounds through his, and it still looks almost new.
Only 26 to go. Garage Guy.
Crash it, rack and shoot. Says I have the 40 version of the P01, the P06. Man, I'm gonna have to check into that.
We love our 40s.
I love 40. Man.
That's like the old Ruger P93. It's a different version of the P89.
No, they were tanks.
Yeah.
They were tanks.
It was like holding a brick, but man, that was a great shooting pistol.
Well, when you ran out of bullets, you could beat a man to death with it. You know?
I love that gun.
And his car and his dog.
All with the same throw, oddly enough.
That was definitely a hunk of steel.
Yeah. I still get one occasionally traded in.
Look at Walter got a good deal on some Federal Max primers. I'm talking about.
Rebel, if you get another 93, holler at somebody.
Okay. All right. We'll do. I mean, they don't come in often anymore.
That's because the people that finally found them, they're hanging on to them because they're good guns.
Well, it takes a guy that digs in his gun safe and said, "Yeah, I forgot I had this, and I ain't shot in a hot minute. Let's see if I can turn it into a little cash to spend on another gun." You know.
Yeah.
And but somebody's out there wants them. You can pick them up. They have stayed at around in decent shape at around $350 forever. You know,
Yeah.
It's the best gun you can carry crappie fishing.
Okay. I'll consider that an endorsement.
I mean, if all else fails, you can use it as an anchor.
I'll say
I
this.
just love that gun. That was a great pistol.
They really were.
What are you talking about?
Old
Ruger
P89, P93 Ruger, that style.
I had one of those in 45 ACP. I want to say it was a P90, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it was. That's what it was. Yeah, and you're carrying that, and then you turn on the TV set Friday night, and you see Sonny Crockett carrying a sexy gun, and you think, "Oh, woe is me," you know. Miami Vice. That was
If I'd have kept carrying that gun, I'd have had to buy me either some suspenders or a shoulder holster to
yeah.
pull your britches down
Be like Tuco on Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Carry it on a rope.
Yeah.
around your neck.
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys are going to buy a gun online, I would just recommend you go do your shopping online, find the best price that you can, and then take your phone and go talk to your local dealer and tell them that's what you want and that's the price I can buy it for. Can you get it for me somewhere around that price. Now, what you got to bear in mind is the price that, say, I went to Rebel's place and I lived close by, and I'd say, Mike, this is the deal. That's what I want. I got the money. Do this for me, and they will. And more than likely, they're going to give you an out the door price. He's going to say, well, I can do it for X. And that's going to be your out the door price. And then what you got to account for when you are looking at that price online is you've got to add shipping, you've got to add sales tax, and the transfer fee.
Yep. Transfer fees.
Mhm.
And then when you add those, even if that guy, like I'm talking to Mike, even if his price is say $50 more, I'm probably still going to buy it from Rebel because it's going to be about a wash at that point in time.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, I'm supporting my local gun store.
Support your local sheriff. Pretty good movie.
I try, but I can't like those, man. That's highway robbery, Walks.
What's that?
Look at that.
That's ridiculous. You need to find another gun store.
$100? What?
You need to find another gun store is what you need to do.
Yeah, that's tough. Our guys here are at about $40.
Yeah, I was about to say that's past California rates right there.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm $30. If you don't
Yeah.
pay sales tax, I have to charge you North Carolina sales tax. That's just the way it is. All right.
Yeah. But we pay sales tax and that 11% excise tax on top of sales price and sales tax.
What is
So
an
we're paying
excise?
tax on tax. And their premise was, well, we're going to use that money for gun safety programs. They've been charging it for a year and they haven't done any of that yet.
What is an excise tax? That's a tax on a tax?
Not
Yes.
only that, it's a tax on a constitutionally guaranteed right. It's like a poll tax.
Yeah, it's bull crap.
It's an attack on your wallet.
Yeah, not to
Yeah.
mention that. Yeah, buy $1,000 firearm.
Yeah.
And now you're talking
don't-
about another $110 plus our roughly 8% sales tax here in the state. So
Yeah, I said shipping too, Ozzy. But yeah, don't forget that. That's going to be
Yep.
anywhere from $15 to $50, depending on how they're sending it.
Listen,
Mhm.
right now, this time of year, I am transferring 2 to 3, maybe 5 guns a week from Palmetto State Armory. All right. And no, I can't put on sale like them. But there's a guy who shipped in a Colt Python from Palmetto State Armory. And of course, that's South Carolina. So he paid sales tax. He ain't gonna get charged that, but he's gonna get a $30 transfer fee. And what he paid for it was a good price, but I could have got it for him for that pretty much. You know?
right. And you deserve, I think, the right to charge a fee for receiving it. I mean, everybody around here does that. If I
Yeah.
have a
if I
gun
put-
sent to my local
Right.
LGS, which we have to do it that way. We can't order firearms through the mail here either.
Yeah.
Then that guy is performing a service.
Yep.
He's got to store it. He's got to do paperwork with it.
he's got to
and
assume
so-
the responsibility that he does it right because the ATF's going to look
Correct.
at that.
So
Yeah.
you should expect your LGS guy to charge, a commensurate fee to do that transaction. And so the guy who ships it's going to charge you, and the guy who receives it's going to charge you. Time you end up doing that, you might as well go to Mike and just buy it from him.
Now, the exception I was saying before the live cast came on, there was a guy who won a gun off Gunbroker, and it came from the Ilion, New York, Remington Firearms Experimental Lab.
Wow.
Yes, it had a certification piece of paper, and it was a 600 Mohawk, and I pulled it out, and it looked like a Model 7. So it was the pre-runner to the Model 7. This thing's a one-off. It had no firing pin. It had no guts for the bolt. It had the extractor and the ejector, but a Model 7 extractor a Model 7 firing pin will match up with a 600 firing pin. And this thing didn't have the dog leg bolt. It didn't have anything. It was a short, handy rifle, just like the Model 7 was, but this was made before the Model 7. It was their pre-runner. Hey, this is what we want to do. And thus became the Model 7. So that's a one-off. I mean, you find something like that on the internet and you got the money, by all means, get it, ship it in. I love seeing stuff like that, but if you're going to pay $450 for a used Glock on Gunbroker and the auction ends up going up to $6 and you win it, well, guess what, bub? You ain't a winner. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got a few I'll sell you for $6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We was having a hard time finding those Stoger shotguns, coach guns.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I found them was on Gunbroker.
I've
Something
been
like
seeing
that.
quite a
Yeah.
few of those lately, but they've had the synthetic stock. How do they deal with that in cowboy action shooting?
I don't think they care.
You'd
Most
think
clubs-
they'd be more interested in people getting out there shooting and
That's what most clubs are, is just get out here and shoot with us.
You got to remember, Jamie, some of the first Colt single action armies had Bakelite grips on them,
Yep.
yeah.
which is a weird form of plastic, a primitive form of plastic.
Yeah. Compressed oil.
Yeah, compressed oil. That's it.
Well, that's all plastic is oil.
It's what you make when you run out of need for clarinets.
Only you.
Oklahoma's driving again, y'all.
I don't know, guys. I'm thinking about making that sound my ringtone. I don't know if I can hear it or not if I'm in the truck.
What sound?
Here, I won't show it. I'll get closer to the mic.
Oh yeah, that sound.
That sound.
Gotta love that sound.
I love that sound, but you gotta be careful doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a Ruger.
It'll hold it.
Yeah, it's a Ruger.
Is that bad on a revolver?
Some of the older, I wouldn't do it to a older single action army or an old Smith & Wesson or something like that. The metallurgy is just not as robust. The springs aren't as robust.
As long as you don't close the gate while it's spinning.
Well,
Right.
you don't, as long as you don't slam it shut while it's spinning.
Right.
Man, I lit a boy up.
Oh, you talking about on double action, spinning it and
Yeah.
slamming it shut?
Yeah,
Double actions don't make noise when you spin them.
Yeah.
until you close.
Only in the movies. In the movies they make noise, but in reality they don't.
Yeah. Right. Only till you slam the cylinder home.
Then it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird that those guns can be so heavy duty, yet something as simple as just spinning that cylinder and then slamming it home can do so much damage over time.
Yep.
Hmm.
Sure can.
I mean, it'll eat that I forget the technical term for it,
Crane.
that little gear.
It bends the crane.
bolt- Oh, yeah.
Let me share some Jaybird wisdom with you. one of the first jokes my dad ever told me when I was a kid. And I didn't think a whole lot about it, but I've never forgot the joke. And I apply it to a lot of situations as I've gotten older and wiser. So you ready? Here's the question.
Bring it.
Do you know why turds are tapered?
Yeah. I've heard that before.
Yep.
It has something to do with something slamming shut, but I don't know if I can say that on the air.
That's
Exactly. So think about all that wisdom in that one silly little statement and how it can apply to so many things in life.
What's the other one from that other movie there? Even the white stuff on chicken shit is still chicken shit.
It's still chicken shit.
Yeah, that was a Jaybird joke too. That was the second joke he told me.
And watching you try to deal with this situation is like trying to watch you pick up a turd by the clean end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like two monkeys doing a football. Yeah.
Yeah, football too, monkeys nothing.
Remind me to tell you all about my neighbor and his pig.
All right. Way we're off the air.
Garage guy at 17-0, Oklahoma.
Nice. No offense, Bama.
I don't care. I hope they beat the HE heck out of them tonight.
They bought their way into this game. Let's see if they can buy their way out of it.
No, maybe they need to buy a coach.
Well,
Well,
Michigan needs to buy a coach.
That might be a topic for the college football chat.
That was on the front line news for a hot minute.
yeah. Is garage guy still out there? You done left us, garage guy?
He was there just a second ago.
Oh, was
There he
that the coach that was messing with the little girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is too many commercials, brother. But yeah, we started our college football talk show the other night, Wednesday night. I think we're going to be doing that Wednesday night at 8:00.
That was fun.
If
I didn't even
y'all,
know nothing about it.
Wednesday night is Christmas Eve. You got to remember that too.
Yes, sir.
yeah, we might not be there this week because of said such. Walks Fletcher, let me post that. For a long time, I was of the opinion that there was only about 100 fruitcakes in the whole world. They never made any more, and they never got eaten.
And they never went anywhere either.
Right. So the next year, somebody would re-gift the fruitcake they got last year to somebody else.
There is a theory that the Egyptian pyramids were built out of fruitcakes.
My mom had a good recipe, and I think there was a little something extra in that recipe.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
whenever them fruitcakes came out of the oven, my mom always seemed to be in a really good mood.
Yeehaw.
She was,
However-
she was eating the batter out of the bowl.
Have y'all
There
ever
was
eaten a
something
Jack-
in there, I think. I don't
One-
know.
Jack
One
Daniels
piece is
cake?
enough, son. Just give it a minute.
Yeah.
Have you ever
It's like
eaten
her
a
pineapple upside down rum cake. It was,
A Jack
light on
Daniels
the
cake.
upside down and pineapple and heavy on the rum.
One of our truck salesmen, every Christmas at our Christmas party, he'd bring in a rum cake, and the owner of the company was there, and he goes, "Good God, what is wrong with all you people? Y'all are staggering around the office and slurring your speech." And I was like, I was going to go smoke, but I didn't want to carry a piece of that rum cake with me because I was afraid it'd bust into flames.
Man, one of my friends at church made some rum balls, and I wasn't expecting it. And golly, man, that took my breath, dude. I'm like, what kind you put in here? I mean,
Yeah.
151.
here's the
$100
thing about
Hey.
cooking that y'all may not know, that if you cook with an alcoholic beverage, it's not going to be alcoholic when it's done
Right.
because the alcohol is going to evaporate out pretty dang quick. So this stuff where you can actually taste the alcohol in it,
They're adding it back.
they're adding it after the fact. So yeah, these people that made these rum balls, I'm talking about, they were so strong they took my breath. Needless to say, I only had one.
I made some mean rum balls the past couple of years.
I wonder
yeah.
why Bill's cake was so
You get-
moist.
My
you
rum
made
balls
some-
are no bake. No
You give
bake
me
rum
some
balls.
rum balls, I'll turn into Johnny Depp. I mean,
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. You know,
I got a really good recipe for pork and beans that I add Jack Daniels to, and of course the alcohol after it's cooked, does evaporate out.
Yeah,
But
burnt.
it's what happens before you actually put it into the oven
right.
to cook or into the pot. You start off
swig
with a
for
quart,
you
end
and a
up with
swig
not
for
much.
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a little-
since we're approaching the holiday season, there is a morning radio show out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's called the John Boy and Billy Show.
Yep.
Now, for those of you that are familiar, this will be familiar to you. But for those of you that aren't familiar, this is going to be one of the funniest things you've ever heard.
Get
Go to
familiar.
YouTube and look up John Boy and Billy cooking with Rayford. He's making his whiskey cake or whatever it is, his holiday Christmas cake.
And Rayford's was an old curmudgeon.
Well,
And,
he was actually an old like Stars and Stripe reporter,
yeah,
a military
Very-
reporter.
very serious guy, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, but
And-
funny as crap.
Y'all need to listen to Cooking with Rayford. It is hysterical. I'm not going to say anything else about it. But this
Hey,
guy's
big
like
man.
86 years old when he makes this skit. And if you listen to the show, you know his background. He's just an old curmudgeon. That you nailed it.
Hey,
And,
big man, let me
it's
hold the
just
dollar.
It's just so funny.
Well, I had a little old lady at the retirement home used to give us Jack Daniels cakes. I mean, from the Jack Daniels distillery, and you opened them up, and it might knock you down. It was a little fruit cake with a lot of pecans and pecans, whatever, however you want to say it.
We don't use
And-
pecans around here. We use lard buckets.
And it was doused with the cake was that big, and it must have had a pint of Jack Daniels in it. We loved that crap. It was good, man. It was good.
Well, back to my fruitcake story, and I thought that about fruitcakes for a long time, about there only being a certain number and they all get passed around. Well, couple of Christmases ago, really it was more closer to Thanksgiving. What year was that, CW? Dwayne 7834 sent us sent
A couple
Me-
years ago.
yeah, it was. I don't think it was last Christmas. I think it was the year before.
Yeah.
He sent us a homemade fruitcake.
They're
I
good.
want y'all to know, it took me about a week and a half or 2 weeks, but I ate every bite of that dang thing.
The homemade is great. Commercial sucks.
Well, see, y'all have heard of Claxton fruitcakes?
Oh yeah.
Well, they're made in Claxton, Georgia. It's not far from. Well, it's probably 3 hours from me and Kyle,
But that's not far.
but it's somewhere in South Georgia, down below the Nat line.
Well, I tell you, I agree with you. When I was young, I thought there was only 100 fruitcakes in the world. I just didn't. Them little green candy things, they stare at you like a big old yellow eyeball, and
I
they
know.
could. And
What
I'm
is
like,
that? And
I
where do
wouldn't
they?
and it don't taste right, and I ain't eating it. And now, if somebody might have poured liquor on it, even at a young age, I might have tried it. But it still ain't as bad as a Stuckey's pecan log. I mean, oh God, I don't know how far Stuckey's goes up north, or out west. So maybe I'm just talking stupid stuff to a lot of you.
Diabetes.
But a Stuckey's pecan log, if you ever stopped by Stuckey's, it was kind of a tourist trap. And Mama would always get a pecan log. You want some? No. I mean, it was just, oh God, it's so sweet it'd turn your head inside out.
Yes, sir. Diabetes in a wrapper.
And it was nasty too. That filling inside wasn't quite a marshmallow, wasn't quite a cream. It was just nasty.
It was redneck marshmallow cream.
Maybe if you poured liquor on it, it might have tasted better. But
Man, I enjoyed them. But in small batches.
In light of the holiday travel time coming up, if you want to play a good joke, buy somebody a sack of sugar-free orange slice candy. Make sure it's somebody that's got a car full of people.
Oh God!
And then pull the fuse on the electric windows.
Why do they give them gas?
Oh my God!
What? Oranges give people gas?
It's the sugar-free sweetener. It's the artificial sweetener. It will.
You're talking about when it goes through the body and through the colon, it turns into
it will molest your colon and what comes after.
And if y'all are ever really bored and need some comic relief, go on to Amazon and look up Haribo sugar-free gummy bears.
Same thing.
And read the reviews. You'll be there for hours.
Man, I'm telling you, it's not a joke.
That's the funniest thing I've ever read.
You mean to tell me we finally found something worse? Florida. We finally found something worse than white beans. I mean, my Lord.
Oh yeah, it's 10 times worse. And I can tell you,
just read the reviews for the sugar-free gummy bear.
There's this
candy place you're ruining on the way
to Florida from Birmingham called Priesters, and you go in there and they've got sample bowls of everything, and you go down the sugar-free aisle. The rest of your trip to Florida is a nightmare.
Like you said, pull a fuse to the electric windows. What a cool joke.
You'll never have that problem with me because I don't eat nothing sugar-free.
One thing.
It's only the sorbitol stuff. It's not like sugar-free Cokes or anything like that. It's the candy. They use sorbitol in the candy, and it's a rectum wrecker.
All right, we need to get back on topic. I feeling a little bit insulted here by my buddy Garage Guy. So before we get back to anything, I will say this though. One Christmas candy or one candy period that I truly despise is black licorice.
Amen. Amen. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
CW, I bet CW likes it.
I love black licorice.
I knew you did.
Man, I like the stuff.
It must be a genetic thing.
I think it is.
CW is the only person I know that actually likes it.
Well, I think it's like Glocks. You either love them or hate them.
Well, a lot of Asian food, they'll use star anise in, which is that black licorice spice. That star, am I saying it right, CW? Anise.
Yeah, anise. Yep.
Anise sounds a little too close to something else. So I'll call it anise. And it turns my no. I'm with you, Jamie. I'm with you.
Well, that's different because it's a natural thing, but that I don't know how they come up with that black licorice flavoring. There's Ocean 374, guys.
Hey, Julio.
Hey, Ocean, what's going on? Yeah, that star anise is
that's Satan's spice or something. I don't
Jamie,
like
you ever go to the Coca-Cola Museum?
No.
And you live in Georgia and you've never been to the Coke Museum.
I have, but it's been forever,
It's
man.
down there next to the aquarium.
Yeah, it's
They've
right
got
there.
They've got this international tasting room for different
Yes.
products they make. All I'm going to tell you is do not drink the Italian one.
I've heard that.
It tastes just like you're drinking black licorice.
How did we get back
Ooh.
on this?
We're moving on because
That's my fault.
now that my buddy MCK Willie is here, I got to do something. Mock is out there, and I got a box from him the other day. Can I show this? Can I show
Oh yeah,
this?
you gotta show that. Yeah, you gotta show that. That's okay. This is not a firearm.
But it's not for sale.
I got a box from him this week too.
Not a firearm, and it's not for sale.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Get that thing out of there. Let me see it. Scan that smoke wagon. Let's see what happens. Woo! That's so pretty.
Yeah,
What a nice scanner.
That's a
I
beauty.
can't wait to
Yeah,
use
will you
this.
look at that? Look at that blade.
Mm-hmm.
Mock, you
Mark,
did a good job.
Mark said this was the first blade from his personal forge.
nice.
That's awesome.
And I won't show you, but I'll show you the bald spots on my arm. Right. I'm not doing that anymore. But Mark, thank you so much. And I got a question just to confirm. This handle, this is one of the, is this one that I gave you? So what I'm asking is this handle off a deer that I killed?
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I love
man.
those crown stag handles. They're just
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I do
it's
too.
just-
Look
Yeah,
how
what else?
smooth that is, how well he did that. And these
That's
spacers,
Something. What a keepsake, Jamie.
the red and black spacers right
Yep.
there.
Mm-hmm.
That thing will cut you deep, wide, and continuous.
All
Right,
right,
I mean.
ways.
I can't wait to shoot another deer, man. I just
He
can't
said it
wait.
was off your last set.
Say what?
It said it's the last one you gave him.
Oh, at the last, yeah, DZ
Last
said
dead zero.
you gave
Yeah.
him a set, so that's probably where that came from.
Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, I love it, Mark. Thank you so much. And Six, you said you got a box. You got something you want to show?
Nope, not yet.
it's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. It's a Christmas present.
It's a Festivus miracle.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh, Lord. Speaking of which, I'm wearing a Christmas Story shirt.
Cool.
Look at there, man. So I got a connection to you there, Six.
Cool.
Those spacers are from the knife that he refurbed for you. But man, check out this detail on this. Even the scabbard, man, made it look old with some dark color in there. Man, I took it to work and showed my boss, and even he was like, he was speechless. And even Ricky Baird said it was nice. Is what I'm telling you. Even Ricky Baird said it was nice.
That's your stamp of approval right there, boy.
I'm telling you. I mean, I've shown Ricky my nicest guns, and he said, "Yeah, it's all right." Okay. My favorite stuff, and he's like, "See, what I got a problem with about that is blah 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 blah."
And you nailed it too. You nailed it. It's all right.
It's all right. Oh boy.
Hey, y'all, nobody's really, I didn't get any message. No one's really took me up on that Lee Turret Press offer that I offered last week. It still stands. And then I'm going to give it a little while and I'm going to take it to the shop, sell it.
It's a good press. Somebody who wants to get into it, man.
Yep.
I got two of them.
Yeah,
I've
I got one. I like it.
I got 3 or 4 tool heads with it. And
Yeah, they're just handy.
yeah, they're handy.
Yep, I load a lot of stuff with mine.
Yeah.
I got the Dillon. I just don't need it anymore for pistols. So it's kind of duplicated. I'm duplicating stuff.
Yeah. I use mine if I'm going to do a run of like just 50 or something like I do with a Moldy Monday load. You know, if I'm
Yeah.
going to do 500, then I'm going to the Dillon. But
Yeah.
just
Well,
a few,
I put
you
this
know, and I got
beauty,
tool heads for all my calibers and stuff.
I put
it's
that
just
beauty in
easy.
its place.
There you go.
That's a 20 gauge mech.
I ran 332 H&Rs on mine the other day.
Wow, nice. How many?
About 300 of them.
Let's see. That's
That's
put
Yeah.
that little press to work.
Papa, you're going to have to get with Rebel on his own for that.
yeah.
What is Papa?
But I know it's going to be a good deal.
Yeah. If you weren't on here last week, you don't know how good a deal it is. You can,
I can put you in touch with him if you want, Mike.
yeah. Just contact CW or Jamie. They can give you my contact info.
Guys, that press is awesome. I
Yes,
mean,
I
it's
like
not it's not something you're going to use every single time you go to your reloading room, but it is. You will never not have a use for the blame thing.
I use it every time I load 44 Magnum, 44 Special, or 38 Special.
It just
It's
works.
just
You know,
simple.
It's
It's
my
not the
go-to.
best, you know,
It
it
Takes you
just
4
works.
pulls to get around, but
just works.
once you get used to, you know, how it runs, get everything all set up, squared away, you can produce a round every 15, 20 seconds.
And I will make this disclaimer. I took the auto indexing rod and threw it in the woods.
You can get it replaced. It's
Yep,
not.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
they're
If
cheap.
you want
buy
to,
the
you
wood.
can get it replaced. To me, it was a useless piece of crap.
Yeah.
I could
Mine's gone.
sit there,
Mine's
I
not.
could sit there and turn it with my hand just
Yeah.
fine.
I know where mine is, but I just turn it by hand.
Oh, I know where mine is, but I just can't find it. It's
It's out
about
there.
it's about 40.
Majority
It's
of
about
the time,
40,
I don't have that rod in there either.
yeah, it's
But when
about
I'm
40
running,
yards in.
Like I said, my problem with it was it turns the wrong way for the way I want it to run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
That was my problem with it.
And there's a fix for that. There's a chingasso
Squirrel
you
neck.
can put in there to make it go the other way.
Squirrel Daddy's got the rod that's got the threads going the other way, right?
Right.
Walter?
It's
Yep.
it's all of us being our own little version of OCD where
Yeah,
we're used to it working this way, and by God, this doesn't. So the hell with this. We'll just do it by hand.
That's
Yeah,
like
we're-
that. That's
we're-
like that RCBS hand primer. I was changing it from large to small and got so frustrated. Well,
You brought the second one.
it hit Mach 8 against the cement wall.
I was going to say, is that the one that the spring flies out and things go
Yes.
everywhere?
Yes,
That's how I got my second 550.
really.
I got tired of changing that primer over, so I just
yep.
Yeah,
one large and one small.
large.
Me
That's
too. I
me with-
rebuilt that one 450, turned it into a 550. The idea was I was going to sell it, and I go, hey, wait a minute. This thing
I
didn't
can have
cost
one
me
small,
hardly
one
anything.
large.
I'll just leave
That's-
it set
that's
up.
me with
One for
Disney
small,
Load
one for large.
Yep, that's me with Loadmasters. I got one for 300 blackout and 223, and one for 9mm and 40.
And guys, if you haven't used them, that job of switching the primer feed out is all of about 4.5 minutes.
If that,
It's just
it's just
it's
doing
a
it.
small point, but it's a point.
It's just doing it.
I'm getting ready to do it myself. I sat here the other evening while we were talking and just casually loading up 9mm, and I need to move the bracket or fix the bracket differently that holds the little catch box because it keeps me from doing a full stroke all the time.
Oh, really?
It's a good way not to get primers in the case, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So you got to do a full stroke on a progressive press. And and a West Virginia woman asked me how I know. And anyway, the 550 is wonderful though, but I'm glad I had the little Lee 4-hole turret for a time. I've had it for 20 years. The guy gave it to me for rocking his fireplace. He bought it brand new. He said, "Here, do your pistol on this." And until I made a deal with Tread and got this 550, that's what I did all my pistol rounds on.
Yeah, it's a great little press. You know, manual advance, but you're doing that on your Lee press anyway.
Yeah. You're doing that on Dillon 550 for heaven's sake.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and to me, that allows you to control things better than like on the 650 or 750. 650 or 750 with the automatic advance. If you mess up one step,
Yep.
now you've messed up 4 or 5 steps too.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get in and pull the little pins out. He's going to put the I have powder in this one. He's going to pop. With a 550.
That's why Dillon came out with them little pin pulling tabs where you got little. You know what I'm talking about? The little finger.
Yeah,
holder.
yeah, the little blue
Well,
tabs that help you lift those pins out. That
you
otherwise you
wanna-
got to go in with needle nose or
Yeah,
something to get
right.
at those suckers.
You want to talk about a mess?
If you get your rhythm right with a 550, it says, what is it, 500 to 600 rounds an hour? No, you can do 1,000 rounds an hour. If you're left alone and you're in the zone and you want to sit there for an hour, you can get almost 1,000 rounds of pistol.
My first try, I did 350 rounds, and I was being slow and a little OCD.
Yeah, well,
Now,
and that's if you got your primer tubes all pre-charged and ready to
Right.
go too. Because
Yeah,
if you got to
progressive,
do this every 100 rounds, it's going to take you a while longer.
the progressive shotgun press behind me, the Mech grabber. If you mess up on that, you got a mess.
Yeah.
You got shot and powder and crap everywhere. If you mess up,
You got
I
a
built
bunch of scrap.
I built a little gutter system around mine, so it didn't go all over the bench. It was contained right there. You know, with a 600 Junior, you know, it's single stage, so you're moving the shell everywhere.
Yep.
And there for a while, I had a shotgun, an older shotgun that took 2.5 inch shells, and I was roll crimping them. And I'm glad I bought that roll crimper. They patterned neat and they look neat. I enjoyed that. I'll continue to do that with home loads, a paper wad, and they just look really aesthetically pleasing to me.
With my
Put a card
shotgun,
over the top of it.
Do what?
You just put a shot card over the top of it.
Shot card over top, and there should be about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little more, maybe 3/16 sticking up above the shot card. Put a little Vaseline on it, take that roll crimper, stick down on it, run it on the drill. It makes the prettiest shotgun shell you've ever seen.
with my 12 gauge rounds, I'm not loading. I'm not going out and duck hunting or anything like that where I'm going to be shooting, 50, 60 rounds at a time. I use it for slugs and buckshot, stuff like that. I have loaded up some, regular like 8-shot and stuff like that, but I just load them one at a time. I put my little Russian slugs that I cast and all that, and put them in there, little shot card on top, and roll crimp them. I got a little hand crank Russian roll crimper, works great, and you can fill a box of shells in a
Pretty
small
quick.
amount of time.
Yeah. I bought mine from Ballistic Products, which is everything shotgun. I mean, they got everything shotgun.
Right.
And I bought Cheddite primed holes for, they were cheap and they were primed and skived. So ready to roll crimp, ready to do whatever. They take the crimp really nice.
I got an
bought
old Neck and an old Texan for a shotgun, but they're both 12 gauge presses.
Well, I recently acquired a 20 gauge 1100. So sweet. I don't think I'll ever take anything else in the dove field.
Old Winchester.
No, 1100.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking 1300.
Yeah, and it's just a sweet with 1 ounce loads. The guys were kidding me. I'd gone to a 20 gauge. You get an old mic, you can't stand the kick, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I shot a couple doves out around 40 yards. They didn't know I had a hand-loaded 7s and 9s duplex load. made me look good when all the feathers flew out of that dove. And dang, man, that thing kills good. Yeah, it sure does.
And for anybody that has a question about buying a press from somebody else or acquiring a press from somebody else, my first shotgun reloading press I actually got from Oceans, Julio.
Really?
And that thing has been a beaut to me. I love it. And man, you talk about splitting 2x4s at 50 yards, not a problem.
And a lot of you guys, I don't do the YouTube thing. A lot of you guys, Walter and CW and Jamie, and a lot of you put out videos. One of my favorite guys and where I learned a lot of shotgun loads was Bubba Roundtree Outdoors out of South Carolina. And his wife passed away from cancer. And basically his channel really slowed down. And when he came back, YouTube had removed a lot of very valuable shotgun reloading videos. That guy makes buckshot loads that kill deer at 100 yards dead. 100 yards dead. So, and that's 3-inch, not 3.5. So, I don't know where that stuff might be archived. You might go to that channel and find out if you're interested in loading buckshot, but he does extensive testing and all kind of neat stuff. So that's a discipline we don't often discuss here, but it's reloading nonetheless.
About time for the verse, isn't it, Jamie?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
do
Alabama
it.
just got a pick 6 and it's tied.
Oh gosh.
Let's do this. Okay, y'all know we've been doing some Old Testament stuff for a while now, and probably after the first of the year. We've got a few of these that I'm going to go through, and we'll continue to do these. I think I've got 5 of them. This is our last show before Christmas, and what we're doing is Old Testament prophecies of Jesus's birth. And tonight we want to take a look at, let me do this first and get Paul out of there. Isaiah 7:14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. First thing I want to do is share with you a devotion that I got the day after I was working on this lesson for my Sunday school class. So don't tell me the Lord ain't there and ain't working. But I got this devotion from it was my morning devotion from golly, I can see his face. I know his name better than mine. David Jeremiah. I hope a lot of y'all are familiar with David Jeremiah. But he says of this verse, and the reason I want to start with this is it gives us some context into the scripture as what's going on around this particular verse. And David Jeremiah writes, Ahaz, king of Judah, was faced with enemies who sought to conquer Jerusalem. And that's in Isaiah 7, verse 1. So the prophet Isaiah told Ahaz that God would give him a sign. A virgin would bear a son who would be called Emmanuel, meaning God with us. The sign was to convince Ahaz that God would be with him and deliver him from his enemies. But Isaiah's prophecies proved to be a foreshadowing of what would happen to another virgin some 7 centuries later, Mary, the mother of Jesus. The angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and told him that Mary's pregnancy was from God. And that's Matthew chapter 1, verses 20 and 21. And Matthew explains that Mary's conception was a fulfillment of the prophecy given to Ahaz that a virgin would be with child and bear a son who would be called Emmanuel, which is translated God with us. And that's Matthew 1:23. And it happened just as Isaiah prophesied and Matthew confirmed. Christmas celebrates the reality that God came to dwell among us. And that's John 1:14. And he is with us still by the indwelling presence of the Holy Spirit. And he quotes A.W. Tozer there, who said, "Nothing in or of this world measures up to the simple pleasure of experiencing the presence of God." And that's a fact with my hand up. Okay, so of this particular verse, Clarence Haynes says that this scripture points to the manner in which he will be born, and also to one of the names given to Christ, Emmanuel, meaning God with us. This was pointing to both his human birth and his divine nature, and this was written over 700 years before Christ was born. John MacArthur there in his study Bible says that since Ahab refused to choose a sign in verses 11 and 12, the Lord chose his own sign, whose implementation would occur far beyond Ahaz's lifetime. Of the virgin, this prophecy reached forward to the virgin birth of the Messiah, as the New Testament notes in Matthew 1:23. The Hebrew word refers to an unmarried woman and means virgin, quote unquote. In other words, untouched by a man. So the birth of Isaiah's own son, which happened in chapter 8 and verse 3, could not have fully satisfied the prophecy. And it refers back to Genesis 3:15, which was the first one of these prophecies that we talked about. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. So Emmanuel, the title applied to Jesus in Matthew 1:23, means God with us. So there MacArthur says Ahaz, whose wife was Jezebel, was, and this is my opinion, was not a good king over Israel. I believe that his worship of Baal and Ashereth in 1 Kings contributed greatly to God's decision to allow Assyria to conquer the northern kingdoms. Matthew 1:23 is referenced in multiple spots as the fulfillment of this prophecy. So MacArthur also addresses the word virgin. The Hebrew word refers to an unmarried woman and means virgin. He references Isaiah's own son could not have completely satisfied the prophecy, and I think it's a plain and certain meaning here. David Guzik there says, this is one, I'm sorry, guys. This is one of the most famous prophecies regarding the birth of Jesus the Messiah in the Bible. It also illustrates a principle of prophecy that prophecy may have both a near fulfillment and a far fulfillment. And later, as you're studying in depth, you'll learn that there's a word for that when it happens. And I can't remember what the word is right now. So we've been studying end times prophecies in our class, so we're familiar with that concept. Guzik quotes Spurgeon, Charles Spurgeon, as saying basically it is said that this is one of the most difficult passages in all of Scripture. He said he didn't think so until he began reading the commentaries about it, and then, quote unquote, I rose up from reading perfectly confused. I don't think it's that confusing myself at all. Guzik also quotes Martin there. It is characteristic of predictive prophecy that it often mingles different times together in one composite picture. So in conclusion, Haynes in our original note tells us that this was written 700 years before Christ's birth. But I think it's the perfect placement. In the midst of God pronouncing judgment and commanding Ahab to ask for a sign for himself, King Ahaz, who is too cowardly to do so, he was too scared, I think. And at this point in the scripture comes the perfect picture of the most beautiful love story of all time. In the midst of God's anger, wrath, and judgment, Ahaz's pride, suddenly interrupted by fear and terror, God proclaims his omnipotent love for mankind, his most enduring creation. Emmanuel will come. As Haynes says, human birth and divine nature, God with us. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. This is not confusing. God sent his Son to save the world from itself, from its sin, from my sin, and that is how God loves. He paid the price to save you and to save me, and that price was himself, Emmanuel. And that's what we got for the night. Questions or comments?
Pretty much
Well,
it.
as always, with these passages, if you guys out there, if you hear something that kind of piques your interest just a little bit about, this prophecy was, a large number of years before Christ was born, and there was a lot going on back then. And if you just start at the beginning of chapter 7, it's only about that much in your Bible. There's not a whole lot going on there that you have to read. But there were other things that were happening that kind of led up to this prophecy in Isaiah, and they start talking about. Well, he starts talking about getting another land prepared, bringing in the flies and the bees, and how there's going to be the land of milk and honey. I know you've heard that phrase before, but that kind of gets started here in Isaiah in this chapter. In the next couple verses after that. So go take a look at it. The Bible's got some good stories in it, guys. It really does.
And keep reading for a little bit and find out what happens to Jezebel.
Ooh, yeah. I knew her,
I think she's alive and well.
Alfred's got her phone number in his little black book. I think any fella that's been around is known as Jezebel.
Yeah,
About her.
there's so much of our modern literature. When you look at it, think if you've read the Bible in modern literature, you'll recognize a lot of where it comes from, and there's just so much that got started with the verses in the Bible that have been promulgated into a lot of our modern literature and movies and stories and tales and so forth. There's just a lot there, really interesting to me anyway.
I think it's interesting that the Gilead and Homer,
Hmm.
those two great writings are contemporary and very similar to the creation story in Genesis. And
Hmm. Hey, Chico's out there.
yeah, man. Hey, Chico,
And
I got to
Chico,
work on him some 44 caliber bullets.
I was going to say he needs to come over to the house, and we need to have a casting party so I can show him some different molds, and we can get them loaded up, and maybe go out and shoot them and see what works in that lever gun he's got. I want to see that thing too. By golly,
44 moles. Slowly I turn.
step by
By step.
Inch by inch.
Yeah, I'll bring all mine down to, if y'all want to meet at Kyle's and just make a day of it, I'll bring my 44 molds. I have quite a few of them.
Yeah, me three.
Before.
Iliad and the Odyssey. That's right, Walks. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. I'm glad y'all listen. I'm glad y'all indulge me enough to let me spout off on Bible. That's one of my favorite things.
We love it, brother.
All right, I guess we need to start going through the room and clearing
Oh,
the deck for.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 12 minutes to clear the deck for Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies, and let's talk about bench rest.
Dang. Time flies.
Yeah,
So Hillbilly says that that movie King David is pretty good. I've been seeing it advertised.
If you want to watch a modern version of Homer with a little bit of humor, you watch what's the name of it, Kyle? Got the man of I hate George Clooney, but it's got George Clooney and a couple other actors that are singing bluegrass.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Oh, brother, where art thou? That's
Okay.
all that is. I got 15, 20 minutes in that movie. I said, hey, this is Homer. You know, they even had the
I'm a
Cyclops.
Dapper Dan man myself.
Yeah, that's a Dapper Dan man.
Do not seek the treasure.
That
think-
movie was unusual.
Yeah.
That's probably the only movie I've watched with that guy in it too,
Yeah, me too.
because I like bluegrass music.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, the Soggy Bottom Boys.
Soggy Bottom Boys.
You know who was actually singing that song?
Yep.
Him.
The guy from Alison Krause's.
His name's Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What's
she
the-
did some when the sirens are down there at the river. She was doing some of that singing there. Alison
you-
Krause was.
What's that a cappella group that redid that song? The one guy does. They kept on YouTube. They kept saying, "Is that a beatbox?" And I was like, "What the heck is a beatbox?" But the guy's doing all the percussion sounds with his
Oh.
mouth. I forget the name of the band, but my Lord, they do a fantastic.
Pentatonic, maybe.
No, no, it's not
Pentatonic,
them. They did some collabs with that group, but
How many are in the group?
About 4.
Right. No, it's like 6.
That's
All
it.
right, guys.
That's the name of them. 6.
No,
Yeah.
My brother-in-law and sister-in-law saw them in Branson last week.
All right, guys. We got to start going through the room. And as you
Right.
sign out and tell us what you got coming up, throw in your favorite Christmas song. Kyle, go first.
All right. if you want to throw in a favorite Christmas song, I got a new favorite. It's a really old one, and everybody's heard 47,000 different versions of it. But get on YouTube and look up For King and Country, Little Drummer Boy. If you like a little rock and roll twist on a old classic, that is the best version of that song that I've ever heard. Other than that, I just got to get through this week because I'm off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Cool.
So I today was my Monday and it was terrible, and it's all downhill from here, I think. So we're gonna just go to work and do work things, and Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be here Wednesday and Thursday and be able to spend time with friends and family and appreciate what the season's all about.
Hey,
That's all I
man.
got. Six, what's up?
Okay.
Oh, I got a lot of stuff planned here for the next 2 weeks because I'm off till the 5th. And I worked a half a day today, and I came home and did the first thing on my list. I've got that already taken care of. I had to work on my son's car. I've been putting it off, and $400 later, I finally got it right. Gonna go try to do some 22 shooting tomorrow morning, and then we went and bought a bunch of barn doors. We're gonna remodel our bedroom. Got that project. A shotgun reloader that I'm gonna rebuild. I got 2 air guns I need to work on. So I got a lot of projects to do in the next 2 weeks. So that's what I got coming up. And Brenda Lee, Rock Around Jukebox. Is that it?
Rocking
was-
around the Christmas tree.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree and the other one, Jingle Bell Rock. That's my 2 favorites.
It's the same song, Six. But that's okay. Thanks for being here, man.
All
And
right.
thank you too, Kyle. Rebel, what you got?
Next week's schedule as far as work is loose, so we'll be closed down Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve about 12 o'clock. If we're not seeing too many people, we may just hang a shingle out on the door and go. We don't have my big gathering with my son. He's moved into a new house. And he's closer to me, thank God. And all my prodigy get together at him, and he's catering a meal because he's got a new puppy and he can't leave the puppy. And he said, "I'm sorry, Dad, we can't go to a big restaurant." I said, "Well, you figure something out." And so he called. It's a small chain restaurant called the Smoke Pit, and ordered brisket, pork, and my middle daughter and her husband are Seventh-day Adventists, so they don't eat pork. So he ordered brisket and chicken and pork. So he said we can pig out on pork and let everybody else eat brisket and chicken. But it's supposed to be Texas barbecue. We'll see. I'll have to give Six a review of it. But the main thing is getting together with them. I'm not going to get into too much details, but it's not health problems. It's other things, but y'all say a prayer for my dad. He needs it. He's kind of lost in the wilderness right now. But anyway, that being said, favorite song, the only thing that comes to mind is AC/DC's Thunderstruck. It's not really a Christmas song, but hey, I'll listen to it. All right, VO.
Okay, well, first of all, thanks for the invitation as always to be here. I truly appreciate the fact that you guys accept me into this panel. I just really enjoy it every Friday night. I enjoy interacting with the folks out there on the side chat over here, and as well as with this crowd that's here. It's a good place for me to be on a Friday night. And what we got coming up here tomorrow will be Saturday Shots, which is just the shooting part of last week's Moldy Monday. We got that coming up. Next week's Moldy Monday is kind of an unusual one. I came across a Hensley and Gibbs mold that was something of a unicorn out of Hensley and Gibbs. It was mismarked. And you don't see that very often coming out of them. But I saw it on eBay one time and said, that's not what that number is. That's not that bullet. And I bought it. And so it was a 45 Colt bullet, which is why I bought it. So we got that cast up and took it out and shot it. And so that's going to be Moldy Monday this week. And we got a wad cutter Wednesday, which I think I'm going to put up one of the factory wad cutters this week. And that's kind of what's going on. Headed up to my sister's place, a couple 100 miles north of me, and the family's going to rendezvous up there this weekend because there's too many short people and families scattered and stuff that can't all come together on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. So we get together the weekend before, and so that's happening this week. And then we got rain all week next week, so I don't get to go to the range, but I went twice this week, so we're all good to go there. So that's what I got coming up. Thanks again, Jamie and Brian, for the invitation to be here. And let's go up to Mr. Bama Dad, his own self. What do you got going on, buddy?
Christmas song, Walter.
Oh, Christmas song. Oh, yeah. Silent Night. Sorry, old school.
Go, Bama Dad.
Not much. I'm just blessed to be here, blessed to be in the midst of such an austere group of guys. I enjoy each and every one of you's content and wisdom. Thank you for sharing it with me. As far as what's going on, who knows? Day by day for me. Got some stuff to do. Got some. I'm rearranging my reloading den. And but other than that, as far as favorite Christmas song, Mark Lowry's "Mary Did You Know." On a more contemporary version, I like the song by Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the Father Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, and some of the Mannheim Steamroller stuff, but that can get on my nerves after a while. But hope everybody has a fantastic Christmas. Don't take for granted those you love. Just wrap your arms around them and let them know. It'll mean more than anything you can stuff under the tree. CW?
Thanks, Mark. Just as usual, I want to thank everybody for coming and being here. Kind of a loose show, but it was a good one. Had a good time. I got to the range this week, and I got to shoot that replacement barrel for the 1022, and it looks like it's going to shoot, but I had some issues with the gun because I decided that because I bought that 1 9 twist after this one was a stinker, I decided I needed another 1022, so I bought another 1022, and I put it in that stock. So I'm going to keep and regularly use a faster twist 1022 and the newer Faxon barrel. It looks like it's going to shoot, but I had some issues with the action, so I had to single feed it. So I only shot a couple of groups, but it was under an inch, 50 yards, about 3/4 of an inch, with 2 different kinds of SK ammo. So it looks like it's going to shoot. We'll see. I'll shoot it some more. I got it fixed up yesterday. Next week, I got a video on what caused that screw up coming the day after Christmas. And I introduce you to my new 6.5 PRC. Couple
The
days
boomer.
before. And it's a shooter too. As far as Christmas songs, there's a bunch of them that are great, but I think my favorite is going to have to be Carol of the Bells. There's a couple of different acapellas that I really like with that, but that's probably going to be it. That's my choice. Jamie.
Thank you guys on the panel for helping make the show what it is. And we really appreciate all of our viewers. Got to catch up with my brother Chico out there. Maybe we can bring the ladies along, go meet for a nice dinner. But I want to share this. This is Chico's 44.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that big loop.
Yeah.
I like the tactical lever guns.
Is that the Henry X? Chico, let us know out there. Let me see if I can blow it up. I can't read it.
There's something on the barrel, but I can't read it either.
Yeah, it's blurry. It was a cell phone picture, guys. That's blown up humongous from what
It looks like an X.
Yeah, I think it is.
If it's not, it's styled after one.
All right, so my two favorite Christmas songs this year anyway. Mary, Did You Know? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous song. Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles.
Yeah,
That's a good
Went
one.
straight to the
that's
other.
really good.
Good one.
All right, guys.
No, it's Smith and Wesson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Way to go, Chico. All right. Well, with that, we will let's do this. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. We wish you peace and much love over the Christmas holidays. And Lord willing, we'll see y'all the day after Christmas. We hope he blesses y'all real good. Say good night, y'all.
God bless
Good
everybody.
night, everybody.
Kyle.